Hello, and thank you so very much for joining me tonight. I go by Lune and INNATE, and I'm just gonna make a little video for you guys because I'm sorry I don't have all that much time tonight. I was a little behind, a few days behind really on recording. I got a little cold, it's still in my chest, I have asthma, and I was gasping, and that's definitely not what I would consider relaxing. Be trying to fall asleep or get into the zone, and now you're worried about my health, and just kind of not the best, so I opted to just do something else, but today I'm back and I have a little offering for you. Nothing too long, I'm sorry about that, but we're gonna get into it. It's a bit of a general celebratory fertility, if I can say that, and of course that can mean what we go to right away, right? Fertility being lush, might be baby making, straight up, or that might be a fertile bank account, or a fertility in the abundance that you have in what you're able to offer and what you're able to receive. You might literally be planting a garden. You might really have your hands in the dirt in some way, So we just wanted to play with those energies because today is May 1st, where I am right now in this time. And why not tap into the energy of the season, So we're gonna light a candle. Another Trader Joe's candle. So, on behalf of the highest and greatest good, in perfect comfort and alignment, I wish to conduct this short, sweet little ASMR distance energy work session by proxy to support you and the collective in tapping into the fertility of spring, of the senses, of your bank account, of the seeds that you're planting, of the flowers and herbs and all of that you might be tending to or intending to work with. Fertility of ideas, of, the body. You can choose which one of these you'd like to tap into, but just that quite Empress, I almost want to say the word maternal, but I mean giving, like the giving tree, but a little less sad. I can't read that book. If you would like to set an intention and connect with this session to support your fertility or abundance in any way, please do. Have a look at this candle. Alright. And just set an intention. What do you want to grow? What do you want to plant? What do you want to cultivate? Friendships, relationships, passion, money, whatever you choose. Okay, I think I'm back. I light some incense. I'm sorry if I seem like I'm rushing. I don't want to say I am, but I have to be honest. I am a little bit. I have some stuff to get done tonight, and it's already 10:30. I'm probably gonna be up pretty late, so please forgive me. This is just a little offering, so you're not hanging out without me too long. I hope that wasn't condescending. So we have sandalwood. We're gonna swirl this around. Just starting to visualize your etheric form. I'm seeing a lot of blue with you guys, with the collective in general. I mean, I know I have blue in my room, but it's a different kind of blue. It's a blue body shape, like a halo kind of thing around it. Like an arch. I don't know. Okay. Here I have a little piece of petrified wood that I love to use as an incense burner. This is a really cool little slab that I bought called frog skin jasper, and I love the idea of this like slimy kind of frog. You might not love that idea, I'm sorry, but I think it just sounds like I picture this like hot, humid, green, lush kind of rainforest or something. So I thought the frog skin jasper would be kind of cool. Show you what it looks like. There we go. You can see the cool pattern. I've had someone complain recently about the time you guys spend in out of focus, and I'm sorry. When you have lighting like this, it's not the best for autofocus. And personally, I really don't like autofocus. I like being in control. But that's why I have such a kind of issue with it sometimes. And I think the commenter was like, upgrade your equipment. And I was like, thanks. Why don't you show me how it's done? It's okay to be a little sassy once in a while. In a similar kind of texture, though a very different feeling to this piece. I have some black amber. Black amber is super. It feels like abundance to me. Amber, honey, sap, maple syrup. It seems like, you know, the nectar of earth, right? I guess nectar as well, but I don't have any rocks made out Imagine this was once just this goo, you know? How interesting. I think amber is known as an abundance. It's a resin, obviously, but you picture like the Baltic amber jewelry, or that millionaire and billionaire in Jurassic Park. He loved amber. It was working for him. When we are so tapped into abundance and fertility and just like, I feel like that fertility energy is almost like circular, you know? It's like the gifts of the earth, they give, they process, they share, they are recycled. And when you're tapped into abundance in general, you know, I'm not telling you what to do, but it can be quite helpful to continue to share that abundance and support things that are meaningful to you. So, my speaking point for this one, this is a pink amethyst from Priestess, who has actually become a friend of mine. And I bought this from her shop. I had to slide into those DMs to do so. It might be up on her site by now, but I know she had a bunch more if you guys like this. It's this stunning pink amethyst geode, like what the heck? And it looks like the inside of a heart, or this like nurturing kind of place. Let me see if I can get it better for you. Sorry, you can't really see in there, but it looks awesome. And when you shine a light through the other side, it like shows through, which I thought was really cool, and I'm excited to use this for a video for the INNATE project. But the thing with abundance, it's all in money and fertility and nurturing and growth and development. It's all love, isn't it? You know, whether we think of mother and child and that, oh my God, love, you know, like that, like out of this world love. Or we think of how the universe might speak to us and share love, perhaps, with us through money and abundance. And I do not mean to imply that when we are in any deficit that we are not loved, but we should be probably looking for another form of love to magnetize with. But one of the ways that the universe can speak to us through abundance is money, and that is a form of love, like through the dimensions. I think Bora from Starseed Energetics was one of the first individuals that I had heard put it that way, and it's quite obvious in a sense, but it's worth repeating and crediting. And even when we feel like we have nothing, or we don't have to give, we always have love. As cheesy as it sounds, it is such a pure and ever-present ability for us to connect with that heart space, which I see as a direct line to the divine, to purity. Here I have some sweet gifts that I got a while ago. My friend took a trip, and this was a piece of like some kind of caveman glacier kind of thing, like totally Encino Man vibe that she gave me. And this is a smoky quartz. sphere that one of you sent to me. Buffalo Tom, I want to say, if he's still around here. But I really love that this holds the sphere so perfectly. I mean, it's probably not great for me to hold it, but it's like a cute little sphere holder. And I love the contrast of the extremely raw with the extremely polished. And smoky quartz is quite stable, quite home feeling to me, like a fireplace, you know. And it's very Taurian, you know. It is May 1st. I'm in Taurus season. If you're watching this now, you're in Taurus season. Or watching this when I make it. It's quite just like, I don't know, cozy and like, I don't know if I would say sensual necessarily, but grounding, which in turn can be sensual, I guess. Okay, so let's move on. Now that we're like 17 minutes. I'm gonna focus on my heart, on my, you know, we all have the ability to tap into the divine, but I'm focusing on my ability for that. I see you guys out there like flowers on a vine or different blossoms in a tree, and just this connected, blooming, sweet, ripening kind of energy that you can direct in whatever way you choose. You know, you are in a peak, you know, it's happening. It's a time of that, maybe it's not the peak just yet, but just that like busting a seed open, if that makes sense, or pouring water into the soil for your plants, you know, or buying plants that already have some blossoms on them. And I guess it's not quite the fruit yet, but the blossoms are there. Even if they're kind of like closed, they're starting to open. So sorry. Back to my connection. I focus on the Empress energy, on grace, on security, on abundance, on nurturing the seeds that are growing within you, the ideas, the physical, if this is for you, the seeds of love, of new relationships, of working with our present relationships, if that's more applicable. I feel so much joy in the air right now. I don't want to brag, I'm so sorry, but over the last couple of years, I had a very significant friendship, and it was taking up a lot of space, as beautiful as it was, and as that was released, all these new friendships seem to be kind of, I got them, you know? So I'm quite happy to be thinking of my friend who's coming to New York in May, you know, soon. And the next time I get to see my other friend, and my girlfriend in New Jersey that I want to see soon, and I just feel so loved and connected, and it's just, again, like these pods or blossoms on a tree are fine. Perhaps it'd be nice for you to focus on that, on drawing up the nutrients from the tree to your specific blossom, or what you're growing, what you're pushing forward to bloom. A wish, a development, a project. Sorry. So let's bring in some elements. So we have a nice foundation for everything to grow from. Some spray to represent water. I'm gonna spray my hand. Focus on the aura and kind of coating it in a beautiful, glowing, kind of golden light. And we're going to shift the color to a lime kind of green, like a key lime. I feel like a lot of you are very emotional, or you're coming off being quite emotional. The moon was just in Pisces, so that could be. So let's focus on that first, just to get us into a balanced state. We can keep focusing on gold and green colors to support the cleansing of emotions. And now, I don't know. It's hard to put into words, I guess, because I guess everyone's different. But it feels like there's something kind of caught up. Like I'm seeing those, I don't know what you call them, like hitchhikers. Like, those little scratchy balls that kind of get stuck in your socks. But it's almost like it's inside here on your left. Okay. Alright, so forgive me, I just wanted to double check. So with a little research, with a little help from my homegirl Siri, I was wrong, and I don't think it is the liver. The liver would be on your right. I know, I'm a grown-up, I can Google things. But the spleen, as well as the stomach, like when I looked up and saw spleen over here, which, like, honestly, I swear I do know this, but it's like left and right dyslexia. I confuse myself sometimes, especially, you know, whatever, right? Okay, sorry. It might be the spleen that I'm feeling that in, or it might be the stomach. So the spleen can be associated with worry, dwelling, obsession even, and those might be some of the either things that have triggered the hyper emotional state, or the emotional state is kind of being held perhaps by your own dwelling on it, if I may say so. But if it's the stomach for some of you, that could be more related to how you're processing your emotions. Has something been hard for you to swallow? And I know this was a theme of, abundance and fertility and just lushness, but I have to honor what I'm picking up. So what I'm going to do is very delicately try to remove that, what I would call a hitchhiker. I don't know the proper name for them, which I feel seems to be kind of caught in the left side of your body, or the individual's body. There might be just one person, but it feels kind of important. So, bear with me here. Okay, sorry. Just trying to get a grip on what it looks like. It looks like 3 of them. I just saw, like the card for the 3 of Swords as well. So maybe it's heartache, maybe it's rejection, maybe it's a painful crush, maybe you've been let down in some way. Maybe, more likely, or possibly, this is tied to the theme here. And since we're talking about fertility, or growth, or abundance, or giving, or like lush, planting seeds, you might be having a reaction to that, as in, emotionally, I've been hurt before, or I've been in lack, I am in lack. How can I tap into abundance? You might feel like things have been against you, in a sense, like in 3s. You might feel like you want to dwell or obsess about it, but I just want to support you in letting that go and letting that blockage go. Alright? So I'm going to focus where you can see me, but I'm going to be almost like reaching down to that area that I'm finding and collecting those 3 little hitchhikers, okay? And I'll focus on my fingers in case that seems better for you guys, okay? So I'm first going to focus on using my finger here to kind of gently feel through, like I'm feeling through fabric, like a soft, I don't know the word, like organza layers in your etheric body. To locate the little sticky ball thing. Okay? It feels sharp, like how those things can get caught on your socks or pants and poke through the fabric. So it feels like something that was quite painful to some of you. But we're gonna get them out. So 1, 2, 3, and we're just gone. And then we're gonna focus on that spot and just send this very comforting little band-aid. Gonna pick out any of the extra little needles that seem stuck. Okay. Just cast them away. And then send in some more gentle, healing, soft, comforting, like an aloe or chamomile kind of ointment. Okay. Some of you may have had problems, like I said, with digestion. So I hope that that's not the case, but if this is supportive, then I guess that's all I can do, right? Alright, so let's focus now back again on ingesting, processing those fertile ideas, those fertile concepts, those fertile excitement, like being excited about it and not letting the times that we were hurt before get in our way. Of course, we learn from the times we were hurt before, We now know about red flags, or we know what didn't work. We know how to perhaps tend to our garden. We've all killed a plant at some point. It's sad, I know, but you know, we learn, and now the next plant, perhaps we read a little more appropriately on where to place it in our home or how much moisture it likes, you know what I'm saying? So, it's gonna send these big, orangey kind of waves to ingest, like, yes, I want that seed to grow. I want to nurture it. If this was something maybe you shared with people too soon, you know, maybe that was part of it. And maybe those itchy balls, sticky balls, hitchhikers, whatever, were like the conversations with those people after it had kind of fell through, and now they're reminding you of what didn't work out, you know? But whatever it is, just tap into your universal abundance. Okay? It's like cracking the seed open. Gently, not forceful. Just supporting those little tendrils, feeling around, looking where to root, the leaf going up, getting some sun. Okay. I'm so sorry that I have to wrap it up. I have so much to do tonight. If this is a theme that you are working with and any of this resonated with you, I would suggest to focus on things which make you, that you can clearly find abundance in. Again, love, your ability to give love so fruitfully, your ability to sit outside and breathe in the air, to rest, to allow your body to do that, to be supported by the floor, by the earth, by the bed, by your pillow, by your loved ones, by your family and friends. Alright. I send you so much love and appreciation, and I'm just quite honored to be a little piece of your path today. Again, I'm sorry for my wacky mood. I'm trying to get things in order here. Please bear with me. I'm sorry I have to ask you so much. I have a little shop update coming up this Friday, but you know, that's not even worth mentioning, I guess, at this point, 'cause it's not live yet. And thank you to those in the Patreon community. It's really awesome to see it grow over there. I think we have about 450 people by now. What? You know, like how crazy. So there's community access, then there's the INNATE downloads access, plus the zodiac sign themed kind of video, as well as the lesson session tier, and of course all the higher tiers include what's below, you know, in the lower tiers. I think that's it. Thank you again, and I just send you so much love and appreciation as always from the bottom of my heart. Namaste.